Week 3 of the National Football League. And we'll be watching the Patriots burner at wide receiver.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Beats and the New England Patriots. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now Jones. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On second down, it's Lamb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Beats are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his left. And this one too low. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he fires one incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On first down, Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Patriots very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. The first down at about the 16. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And this is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 1.
Jones on 3rd down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. line. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Lamb, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Beats go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 2nd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. 27-10, the final score. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Niners locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lamb, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Beats take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That's good for the Patriots.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up the way we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots get a bit closer.
So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, it's Lamb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
What's the deal, dog?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Mooney.
Jones pass complete to Darnell Mooney. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Gibson on the out route. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lamb, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play, and even better execution.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Page. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Lamb to about the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now. It's Lamb, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Jones. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Lamb, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for Brooklyn, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.